Emergency Management Coordinator for Brazos County. About approximately 8:32 p.m., Brazos County Fire Department's District 2 VFD and Precinct 3 VFD were dispatched to a fire on Copperhead Road at the Gulf Mex Energy Services facility. It's a crude oil offloading terminal. Upon arrival, fire department located several crude oil storage tanks on fire, along with an 18-wheeler carrying crude oil also on fire. The tractor of that 18-wheeler was fully involved. At that time, the tank had not been involved. At that particular time, the decision was made due to the amount of fire that there was and the type of product that was potentially involved, being crude oil. The decision was made to do an evacuation zone for the protection of the residents and the firefighters a half mile in all directions surrounding the facility. So an IPAWS emergency alert was initiated to initiate the evacuation. Emergency management was notified early on, and we responded to the scene as well. We sent crews in. College Station Hazmat team was notified early on as well, along with two other departments, to include South Brazos County Volunteer Fire Department, or ESD number 1, and Brazos County Precinct 4 Volunteer Fire Department, along with Brazos County Sheriff's Office, Texas Highway Patrol, DPS, Texas Division of Emergency Management. Obviously, Brazos County Emergency Management was here as well. So a lot of resources were brought out to assist with this one. Go ahead, Nancy.
Has the emergency evacuation order been lifted?
Not just yet. The crews are still cooling the site. We were able to get crews inside the facility. We were able to knock the flames down to a point where the hazard of an explosion hazard is no longer present, but they are continuing to cool the location. We're estimating the evacuation zone to be lifted within the next 15-20 minutes or so.
You said there were storage tanks on site as well as the tanker truck. How many tanks are on site, and how many of those were involved?
I would guess probably 4 to 5 of those tanks were on fire. These are fracking type trailers that are stacked or parked side by side on the facility, and 4 to 5 of those were on fire.
The person that was injured in the fire, was that the truck driver, just a worker on site?
It was a worker on site. We're not sure exactly what his involvement was on site, but he was on site at the time.
Do we have any updates on injuries for that person?
Not at this time. We do know that he was transported to an emergency care facility. Other than that, we do not have any other injuries to firefighters or residents in the area.
Do we know what the response time was from the first calls and the first emergency response people on site?
It was less than 10 minutes. I don't know the exact time, but it was less than 10 minutes.
And was the first calls from an explosion or from people on site?
Yeah, so we received multiple calls of an explosion in the area. I actually lived in the area within a mile and a half, and I felt the blast from my house. And then it wasn't too long before that, or after that we got dispatched.
And you mentioned College Station Hazmat was on site. How it will be time for the evacuation to be lifted. How long will it take for College Station Hazmat to be fully finished with the scene?
So we call them in to help us do monitoring of the air around the facility and to give us expert advice on what we're dealing with, because they are the regional hazmat team for this region. And then once the situation is deemed safe, then it'll be up to the facility itself to hire a contractor to provide the cleanup.
Can you give us another recap off the top of what happened? Just a quick.
A quick recap. So about 8:30 this evening. We're good. Okay.
Do you have anything else you'd like to add?
So to my left is the Matt Drennan, Brazos County Precinct 3 Fire Chief, and to my right is Sergeant Gabe Ortega with the Brazos County Sheriff's Office.
Awesome. Thank you so much.